I'm going to show you a really quick preparation of these chestnuts, and super tasty. Yes, yeah, and they're delicious. They're fantastic. So I'm going to do something that's a little different, a little bit of a twist on the regular chestnuts. So to prepare, and you can, I mean, this is the time, this is the season. The season for chestnuts is really October to the end of December. That's when you find the best chestnuts. And what you're looking for when you buy chestnuts is you want to feel them. They should be nice and firm. If they rattle, they're old. Don't buy them. If there's a lot of separation between the skin and the meat, so when you press it, you hear like a chick, 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 they're old. Don't buy them. If there's holes in them, that means that someone has been burrowing in there. Yeah, don't buy them. They should be completely sealed, nice and firm, nice and hard. There shouldn't be any mold or anything on the outside, and that's what you're looking for. They're not the cheapest thing, so take your time, sort through them. Don't just grab like a handful and put them in a bag, because then you're going to get some bad ones in there. So to prepare the chestnuts, pretty easy, and I'm going to do a couple steps. So to crack them, they have little chestnut crackers that you can sort of create the little slit. But I find the easiest way is if you have a knife, you put the chestnut, make sure it's flat, and then I'm going across sort of the waist of the chestnut. So if the little tip is on the top and then you have the little bottom over here, I'm going to go across it this way, okay? And all I'm doing is putting just a little bit of pressure just until I just get into the chestnut, and then I can roll it side to side just to create a little slit across the chestnut like that, right? So we want to do this to make sure that the steam escapes and that it's cooking properly. So we do that with all your chestnuts. I think I did it with most of them here. So a little bit of pressure, make sure your hand is always out of the way. I find that sometimes with your paring knife and you're going down, or if you have your fingers going down, these aren't the most stable things. So you don't want to hurt yourself. So knife or hand on top, and you just put a little bit of pressure just till you get into it. And then you can roll it around. Not all the way, just on top. Just like this, just on one side. So you're just pushing it in and then taking it off. That's all. Just a little slit, exactly. Just a little slit on the outside. Now you can roast these just like this. I find that sometimes the paper underneath the shell, so that sort of furry skin underneath the shell, sometimes sticks to the chestnuts. So this is a technique that I've learned, and for me it's like foolproof. I do it all the time now. After I make those slits, put them in a bowl and soak them in hot water for like 10 minutes. So I cover them now. My kettle, boiling water, and they're going to sit in here for 10 minutes. Then I roast them. And what this does is it sort of helps to separate the skin from the chestnut a little bit, so that when you roast it after, it comes off really easily. So once those are dry, we're going to throw them into the oven, roast them 400 degrees for 30 minutes, and then this is what you get here. And so by slitting them across the middle there, they should crack right open, okay? And look how easy it is to take out. And see, the skin comes right off. Really easy. Try to do this, like let them cool, but try to do this within the first 10 minutes. Don't hurt yourself, they'll be hot. Makes it a little bit easier when they're warm. But these came off, these are super fresh. These came off really easy. There might be a little bit of the brown paper stuck. But yeah, super simple. Again, all of them, they just come right out like that. And I'll do the rest in a second. And we're gonna season these up. So again, a little bit different. So we're gonna make a little bit of a spiced dressing for the chestnuts. They're delicious on their own, but we're gonna change it up a bit. So in a pan here, medium heat, I've got a little bit of butter. Just a little bit of butter. We're going to warm that up. And this is a really, really nice way to eat these. So you can take these off. Now, you can also, if you don't want to roast your own chestnuts, you can also find them in the vac packs already cooked for you. And they usually look like this, right?
They don't taste very good.
They don't taste as good, but they're not a bad substitute, and there's nothing added to them. It's just the chestnuts, which is nice. There you go. Everyone can sing the song together, but these are good too. So if you want to even roast some of them, see how easy that is? That soaking really, really, really helps. All right, so chestnuts are here. As the butter's melting, we're going to take some rosemary and we're going to strip it right off of the stem and we're going to throw it in there. Okay? And we're going to crisp that up a little bit. So we're halving the chestnuts just so that they're a little bit smaller. Unless you have a ton of chestnuts, then you can serve them all. Half there. Beautiful. If you did them the day before, just store them in the refrigerator. Yeah, just so they don't get hard. And so these are the already packaged pre-roasted ones in there. So you can use those as well. It's up to you. I've done some ahead of time. Yeah, these are the ones they look like. This is how they look. Yeah. But they're cooked, they're roasted. They're tasty too. So we'll put our chestnuts all prepared like that. And then we're going to add a little bit of cinnamon, just a pinch of cinnamon. So we have a rosemary crisping up. Can you smell the rosemary now? Oh, that's beautiful. Just a little pinch of cinnamon, like half a teaspoon of cinnamon there. All right, a little spoon. So once the rosemary gets to almost like a dark green color, you're ready. It's good to go. Nice and crispy. Now that's going to go over the chestnuts. So you can smell the rosemary, a little bit of the cinnamon. All right, so we'll throw them on here, the board here. And then while it's still nice and warm, yeah, ice cream. We'll add just a little drizzle of honey over top. Just a little bit. You don't need too much. You got the rosemary, a little bit of cinnamon, a little bit of honey. That's a really nice, simple dessert to put on the table after. Really, really good.